SEC outings and 3 really good ones for you. Just what kind of switch has flipped for you, I guess, since conference play started to why you have this kind of success?
It's just kind of a different type of resolve that you have to have against teams like this, teams like Arkansas, teams like Florida. Mississippi State was great too. It takes an extra level of focus, and I think that I was selling myself a little bit short earlier in the season by not getting my mind into the right place and it needs to be. But I'm fully focused now, and especially having 10,000 of the best fans in the country in the stands doesn't hurt.
Coach was kind of telling us that there was a game earlier this year where he radioed in and you said, I need the guy that threw 3 straight sliders in one of the Omaha games last year against Wake Forest to kind of come out here. Was that, I mean, looking back on it, is that kind of a turning moment for you in terms of the confidence that Jay has in you, that the team has in you? Just talk about it.
I would say it definitely was. If I'm not mistaken, that was a midweek. I think Coach put me in a really good spot, letting me get involved in a couple midweeks early on, kind of work through some things I was figuring out, and I think it's paying dividends for me now. So just looking to keep that up.
What were some of the things you were trying to work out, I guess?
I would say it was a little bit more mental. Just getting there's kind of a certain place mentally where I need to get to where I'm gonna pitch to my best ability. Whether I have my stuff or not, as long as I can get to that place, I'm probably gonna be okay. So just getting back into that mentality I had in Omaha.
Does it take you some time maybe to get there? Because it seemed like there's been a few outings like this where after a couple of batters, all of a sudden you're just unhittable, and that kind of happened today.
That's something I'm working on. Trying to really get that kind of focus right out of the gate, and I think that's going to be really important, especially when I need to come in situations like tonight. Luckily, I had some great run support from the guys to kind of pick me up there, but definitely looking to improve that.
What sort of changed for you, I guess, after that fifth inning, and then from that 6th inning, and then from the 7th on, you were pretty much unhittable again?
I just kind of got angry, like mad. I don't have a better explanation for it.
What do you say to a guy like Michael when he makes an error like he did, and you're immediately in the game? Did you have a conversation with him or hear anything?
I was pretty locked into my bullpen getting ready, but things have happened in the field behind me before, and it's just generally the message is just pick them up. I mean, give them support. Let them know that you need them to make that next play for you, and you're going to get them another one. That's kind of how baseball goes. The ball will find you after an error. So just try to keep them in it. And I think that our guys have done a really good job bouncing back after some plays in the field.
You guys have won a couple game ones in SEC play. It's 2 and 3 that have been the problem, I guess. So how can you, or what's the key, I should say, to getting a win in 2 or 3 to win a series here in conference play?
I don't think there's any, just magic key to doing that. I think that we have the talent, and we have the right guys in the dugout, and I think we're starting to put things together. We're upping our competition level a lot. Practices have been really great these past couple days, and obviously I have a ton of faith in our coaching staff to get us ready and prepared. And our pitching staff's elite. Everybody knows that. We're gonna piece it together.
What's been the difference between practices and really the environment around the team the last couple of days compared to the last couple of weeks?
It's just been very competitive. I think everybody kind of is just in a different mindset about it. I'm not saying that everybody wasn't fully focused at practice, but there's just a different level of focus that we've been having, and I think that's what it's going to take to win in a league like this. And when you have the talent like ours, all it takes is a little bit of competitive spirit, and going to be good.
Message to the team after the Southern game?
Be better. We've got the right guys. Just be better. We need to compete better. We need to attack the zone more. This is kind of just from pitcher's perspective. I can't really speak too much on what he said to the hitters, but we need to get ahead early. Need to put them away late, and just trust your stuff.
You said anger is what fuels you when you're at the mound. Following the loss against Southern, would you say anger has kind of gotten into the rest of your teammates to fuel them as well?
I think so. I say anger. It's not so much like I don't know, like what you typically would feel with anger. It's kind of it needs to be controlled, just because you don't want to adrenaline dump after a big inning, especially if you're going into 3-4 innings. You got to kind of stay composed. But I would say that there's a different type of attitude that guys are having, kind of a prove it type of attitude where we're almost going out as I wouldn't say that we're ever really going to be labeled as underdogs, but kind of that underdog mentality where we're coming right at you and we're going to give you all we got.
What was your reaction to the whole no phones thing?
Mine's in the car. I didn't even bring it in. I don't care. I'm on it too much anyways.
How much would winning this series, first in conference play, mean to you guys? Just building momentum.
I think it would be big for us. We know we can do it. We know what we're capable of, and I think that this can be a great start to a series of wins stacked on top of each other.
Coach said he's hoping you guys can get some more of like a two-starter, one closer, and then piece together the rest kind of thing. Are you comfortable being one of those guys in that top three?
I'm comfortable in whatever position Coach Johnson wants me to be in. That's been my mindset through this whole season. All I want to do is help the team win. So whatever he needs from me, I'm there.
Have you been able to maintain this consistency between just being deceptive with the, just finding that balance with the deception of your fastball and your slider?
We have a great pitch caller there in the dugout, so I'm just trying to trust what he's doing and throw everything I throw with a lot of conviction. If it's an inside fastball, I'm gonna get it in. Whether it's I'm not gonna miss over the plate. That's kind of been a big thing, is if it's in the dirt, get it in the dirt. Like, if you're gonna miss, don't miss over the fat part of the plate. Miss where you're going. So that's been big.
Thank you, Griffin.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thanks, Griff.
Have a good night.